Good evening. I'm MJ from Linus Publications, and we're going to be doing Trump's Daily, and this is for October 11th, 2025, which is Saturday. Now, just to recap, what we've had happen over the past few days is that Trump has had the negotiations with, Israel and Hamas, and they have come back on some of the proposals, and they are moving ahead. Now, it doesn't mean they have a complete deal, but they've got, a portion of a deal, which is something. On the Peace Prize, he did not get it. He was nominated by many people to get the Peace Prize, and I was a bit concerned because some of his chart looked like there were indications that he might get that. But it was also at the time of these peace negotiations. It was probably more on the peace negotiations that he was getting this, in effect, gift. Now, it's not over yet, the deal between Israel and Hamas. There's still much more to go. And as someone was saying, this is really a continuation of the deal that Biden had set up way back when, that Israel literally didn't do the ceasefire, and in effect, it went from there. So keep that in mind. Now, I do want to make note that Trump does have a really nice angle on Sunday, which is a Mercury trine Mercury. So there could be some inroads on the government shutdown. Unfortunately, though, looking ahead, I'm not really seeing anything positive in his chart that indicates some, communication breakthrough until around the 24th or 25th of the month, and that's a long way off. On the United States chart, I do see something around the 20th. But either one is still pretty far off. The one for Sunday looks promising, but on Monday, something seems to slip on the communication. And it could be on the shutdown. It could be on the peace deal where they don't have the hostages released. So it depends on where that slippage comes from. And that'll determine, in effect, which path we're following. So let's take a look at the angles. And we've got one with the sun and then the rest of moon. So first one we have is Sun trining Uranus. And this is a great angle. This is really, really nice. It's going to be in effect really from tonight into probably early Sunday. So it's the day that it happens, which is Saturday, and, some of the day preceding and after it. So what is he going to be like? Well, he's going to be really confident because he does have this peace deal that has worked out. And he also wants to be pretty original. He wants to do some new stuff. He's not chaotic, but he is going to be disruptive. So he wants new things. He wants to shake things up. And that's really going to be a little bit more of what he's doing on tomorrow. Now, the next angle we have is Moon trining the Wounded Warrior. Yeah, it's a trine. It's a nice angle. It means that, yes, he's got the wounds and the moon is sort of touching on that. But it's almost like it's a graceful touching. And because of that, it's like he's shrugging it off. It's there, but it's not like it's causing him to act, which is really nice. And it could mean that there's also some type of breakthrough that comes along with this. Meaning that sometimes when we're not ruled by the hurts that we had in the past, we can actually make some positive steps forward. And also, if he had this peace deal he's coming off of, he would probably like to continue that. So that could be something that also gets spurred tomorrow. Maybe say, well, maybe, I had success here. Maybe I'm going to move it into another area. Now, that's around 12 a.m. when he has this moon trining the Wounded Warrior. And around 6 a.m., he's actually waking up, if we know what time he wakes up, to two really decent angles. One is a moon trining Jupiter, and the other is Moon conjunct Uranus. So Moon trining Jupiter, this is like he's going to be really friendly. He's going to be wanting to make connections. He's going to want to try and find opportunities. And again, he's going to be friendly. He's going to be easy. So emotionally, he's going to feel pretty open to making new connections, which is, it's nice. Moon conjuncting Uranus, he's going to want new things. He's going to be a little unpredictable, but not to be chaotic, more disruptive. Sort of like maybe changing his mind as to where he wants to go. So again, more unpredictable, but not chaotic. So it's a nice switch. Now around 12 p.m., right around lunch, he's going to have Moon conjuncting his North Node. That's nice. He's going to feel very significant. He's going to feel like he accomplished something. He's going to feel like, that counts for something. So it's a significant feeling emotionally. So he's good. Next thing we have around 2 p.m., we have Moon opposing the Moon. And this is emotions sort of bubbling up. And yeah, he was good for a little period here. But now he's going to feel a little more under pressure. He's going to be defensive. He's going to feel like he's out of sync with his base. And maybe he's going to try and bring up some conflict stuff. And this could be that, maybe he does reach out to the Democrats on something. And maybe, they're just not meeting, on any type of firm ground. It could be he's starting to get people from, the MAGA world that are doing the Epstein thing. But now they're also doing the healthcare thing. So he's just going to feel a little bit disjointed about that time. Around 4 p.m., we've got Moon that's going to be in conjunct his fate. And I think this is one part of tomorrow where he's going to sort of sit back and think about the Nobel Peace Prize. And he's going to recalibrate his expectations. Not that he's going to say that I shouldn't have got it. Of course he's going to say, I should have gotten it. But he's going to recalibrate what he can expect from other things based on that. So he probably really thought he was going to get it. And he may not have understood why he didn't. And because of that, he's also not going to have closure with this. So I suspect that this is going to be sort of that fated moment that he never had. And that's going to be sort of crying at him tomorrow. So he probably feels he was fated to do this, and it didn't happen. Okay, next thing we have is Moon conjuncting the Sun. This is great. And this is around 4 p.m. So it's around the same time that we have that Moon in conjunct the fate. Now, with the Moon conjunct Sun, yeah, he's really good at self-affirming. He's really good at puffing himself up and, making himself appear that he's very self-assured. And also for claiming credit for things he did, in addition to things he didn't do. So you're going to be seeing some of that. And again, that's going to be trying to make up for the fact that he felt he missed something. Again, that fate, that he was fated for this and it passed him by. Lastly, what we have is the Moon trying the pot of fortune. And that's at around 10 p.m. Now, this is a nice angle, okay? And in effect, it's the risk reward. In this case, yeah, he got a reward. It looks like the peace deal at least is moving ahead. We don't know if we actually have it yet. Still to be determined. But, he's actually going to be looking for opportunities. He's going to be looking for some easy flow. He's looking for clarity and things, also for connections. So in effect, maybe looking for his next project or looking for something else that could build maybe even, that he could sort of say to the people, look at what I did. Ukraine, I don't know if he's ever going to come back to Ukraine and hold that up as something he can do. The other things he's claiming that he did, I don't expect that they're real. Hard to actually say all these things that he said he did. I haven't found a list of them. So, he's have a pretty decent day tomorrow. He's got a few steps back, but he's definitely got a few steps forward. He's looking for more opportunities. Now, again, we're going to have, major angle coming in on Monday. Another one on Tuesday. That's a little bit more difficult. It's more challenging. So, and that it could have to do with his health, which he did have the medical exam today. So we'll come back again tomorrow and look at stuff for the next week. But just as a note, I may not be continuing the daily things every day because it takes an awful long time to do these. So I may just sort of round it up into like a monthly thing on Trump. So I may start doing that. So I hope you enjoyed this and have a great day. Bye now.